would you still love them, even if they broke your heart? That's the question Hosea had to wrestle with, not once, but over and over again. His love story wasn't like a fairy tale. It was a divine assignment, a painful journey, and a prophetic message written through his own tears. But through it all, Hosea's life became a living sermon of God's unrelenting love for his people. God told Hosea to marry Gomer, a woman who would become unfaithful to him. This wasn't punishment, it was purpose. The heartbreak Hosea endured was to reflect the very heartbreak God felt for his people, Israel. Yet, just like Hosea was called to pursue Gomer again, God would never stop pursuing his own. Imagine the weight of that calling. To love someone who walks away, to forgive someone who betrays, to open your heart again to someone who broke it. Hosea's obedience was radical. His love was costly, and yet it carried within it the heart of the Father, compassionate, long-suffering, and fiercely faithful. Through Hosea, God was saying, even when you're unfaithful, I remain faithful. Even when you walk away, I still chase after you. My love is not like man's love. It doesn't give up. That message speaks volumes today. Many feel they've wandered too far or failed too much for God to want them back. But Hosea's story says otherwise. There is no depth too deep, no distance too far, no stain too dark that God's love cannot reach, redeem, and restore. Just as Hosea paid a price to buy Gomer back, so too did God pay the ultimate price through Jesus to bring us home. Love pursued us at our lowest, and grace found us when we weren't even looking. Friend, maybe you've had your own Gomer moments, seasons when your heart strayed from God, when you let idols or temporary pleasures steal your attention. Perhaps you felt unworthy of God's presence, too broken to pray, too guilty to hope. But here's the good news. God still wants you. He still calls you beloved. The story of Hosea reminds us that God doesn't love us because we are flawless. He loves us because He is love. His covenant is not based on our perfection, but on His promise. Like a faithful husband, He waits, watches, and works for our return, not with punishment in hand, but with mercy in His eyes. And when you do return, He wraps you in robes of righteousness, calls you by name, and restores what sin tried to steal. Just like Hosea brought Gomer back from shame into dignity, so God brings you from brokenness into beauty. That's the heart of redemption, love that rewrites your story. Hosea's pain was not wasted. Neither is yours. When you walk through seasons of heartbreak, betrayal, or unworthiness, know that God can use your scars to speak healing to someone else. Just as Hosea's obedience turned into a message for a nation, your story may be the light that leads others back to hope. Let this truth settle in your heart. God doesn't give up on people. He is not repelled by your past or shocked by your mistakes. He is drawn to the brokenhearted, near to the crushed in spirit. Even when we don't feel lovable, we are deeply loved. And if you've been the one standing like Hosea, waiting, praying, loving someone who keeps walking away, take heart. God sees your pain. He knows your tears, and He is working even in silence. Just as Hosea's love became a reflection of divine love, so your faithfulness is never in vain. Sometimes the hardest assignments carry the deepest revelations. Hosea learned firsthand what it means to love like God, to forgive when it hurts, to stand when it's lonely, to hope when it seems foolish. And through it all, God honored his obedience. So whatever season you find yourself in, let Hosea's story remind you that God is not finished with you. Whether you're the prodigal or the prayer warrior, the wanderer or the faithful, there is space at the table of grace for you. His love is relentless. His mercy is new every morning, and His heart beats for you, not because you've earned it, but because He has chosen you. Hosea's life teaches us that love isn't always easy, but it is always worth it when God is the author. Don't give up. Don't lose heart. The same God who restored Gomer and healed Hosea is still restoring and healing today. And yes, dear friend, God would still choose you, again and again and again. Amen. subscribe for more. Have a blessed day.